Is the EIDL loan actually getting forgiven, or is there a whole lot of to-do all about nothing? Let's talk about it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Simpson. I'm helping you maximize your time and talents as a growing small business owner, so make sure to subscribe for new videos every week. So what is the EIDL loan? This is a federal small business loan program supporting small businesses' recovery from the COVID-19 disaster's economic impacts by providing accessible and borrower-friendly capital as per SBA.gov. I talked more in depth about the truths and what we actually know about the EIDL loan right now as of the beginning of 2023 in a different video. So if you want more actual facts, that's definitely the video to watch. For now, we're strictly talking about whether or not this loan will be forgiven. The short, sweet, and simple answer is no. The EIDL loans are not being forgiven, and there's no actually hard evidence on this being true at this point in time. I did find some helpful information on jasontees.com. He's someone who has been keeping up with this process and trying to figure out if this will actually be forgiven. And he actually did email the SBA directly. As you'll see, someone from the official SBA.gov email did email him back in January 2023 to say that there is no offer in compromise currently available for this loan program. The available option would be to apply for hardship through your CAFS account for loans under $200,000. Now, we already know that the hardship is basically kind of like helping you out. It could be making smaller payments, it can be adjusting things here and there, but in the end, you are still going to owe everything that you owe on that loan. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is an offer in compromise? This is a term used by the IRS. An offer in compromise allows you to settle your tax debt for less than the full amount you owe. So in this case, it would be hopefully settling the EIDL amount lower than what you actually owe. But it looks like we have received some confirmation that that is not in the cards right now. I've seen all this buzz going around lately about people really pushing for forgiveness of this loan. And while I am right there on board with you, because I also would really love to not have to pay my entire loan back either, it's probably honestly not going to happen. We signed up for a 30-year loan, which is basically like a mortgage on a house. And I don't anticipate that they're going to do much to help us with that. Of course, there was the 30-month deferment period when you first got the loan, which meant for 2.5 years, you could push your payments off. Now, interest did accrue during this time. That's very important to remember. It's not like you didn't have interest accruing for 2.5 years, but at least you didn't have to make those payments while COVID was still in its height and we were just trying to survive. Now, this is not to be mistaken with the EIDL grant. Some of us got the grants, which were usually smaller amounts of money back when these were first being rolled out in 2020. The grants were forgivable and you didn't have to pay back because they are a grant. It's just free money essentially. But the loans are a completely different story. It's just like any other loan you would take out. They expect their amount in full to be paid back plus interest by a certain date. Of course, it's important to keep up with your payment schedule. If you don't, you do risk going into default, and that just makes things a whole lot messier, especially with you and the IRS, and that's just something I don't want to have to deal with. So all this to say, at this point in time, there is no concrete evidence showing that we are getting our EIDL loans forgiven or that there is even much talk about it. I honestly don't see this being a very important topic among the other things that are being discussed right now. So I would just make a plan to pay what you can each month, keep it on an automatic payment. That's what I do, and it makes it a lot easier because I don't even have to think about the payment coming out. And then make a plan to hopefully be able to pay it off early. That's at least what I hope to do. Now, if I'm mistaken and you've heard any real hard evidence as far as the EIDL loan being forgiven, please comment down below. Let me know where I can find this because I'd be really interested in it as well. That's all for now. Don't forget to watch my other EIDL loan video for a lot more information.